So now our character is complete. It's able to move, but what it can't do is express with its face. So we're going to create some face blend shapes. All right, so it's relatively easy. So what you want to do is select the model, and then you're going to go to Deform, Blend Shape, hit the option box, and we will just call this the blend shape node. We're going to call it Face Blends. And we will hit create. Okay, so now it makes this face blends. But to actually create the blend shapes, you want to go to Window, Animation Editors, Shape Editor. Okay, so now it shows the envelope, but to create the blend shapes, you hit this little plus here. Okay, so again, it was Windows, Animation Editors, Shape Editor. Okay, so I'm at this little plus. No deformable objects selected. Blend shapes. There we go. I'm really. Oh, sorry. Don't do that. Gotta select this first. Add target. Sorry. We already had the face blends, so I undid that. So add target. I don't know what I was thinking. Anyway. Okay. So right now you're gonna see it's in this edit mode. Okay. So if I turn that off, we're now not in edit mode. Now we're in edit mode. So this will be off, this will be on. So when it's on, I'm going to have this one, and we will rename it. I'm going to call this one Mouth Open. Okay, so just to give an example. So we'll just do a couple of these. So it's on. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to manipulate this mouth. Oops. Make sure you're on the model, and I'm just going to go, let's say, face, and I'll select this. And actually, what I'm going to do too is I'm going to have the rig and everything else turned off because it's hard to work on it with the joints and stuff there. So you're going to go to Show, None, Show Polygons. Now just the model is visible. I'm going to hold B, click and drag to the left because it's way too big. So you saw it was like super gigantic, so I had to keep clicking and dragging to the left. And I want to adjust this soft select. So I'm going to go to the tool settings here. There's it looks like a hammer with nails. Soft selection. And instead of, oh, it is on surface. Okay, if yours on volume, switch it to surface. Still looks like junk. Interesting. Let's do this. I'm going to grab, that was not what I meant. All right, we're going to go to vertex. I'm going to grab this one and hold B. And, oh, you know why? Because his mouth can't open. Because I didn't give him a mouth that opens. All right, so we're not going to do that. Let's do eyebrows up. Okay, so we'll do eyebrows up. All right, that explains why that was doing that. So, however you want to manipulate it, but I'm just going to go ahead and I'll keep it on faces. I'm going to grab this one, and I'll choose B for soft select. And I am just going to hit W, and let's go ahead and put symmetry on too, Object X, so it does it on both. And I'm just going to kind of go like this for up, and then we'll just. Man, I keep trying to go to vertex, but it keeps trying to do the paint, the paint tool there, which I don't really want. I'm just going to push this out a little bit too. Okay. There we go. All right. All right, so that'll be eyebrows up. Let's close out of this. Okay. So I just moved the eyebrows up. Now watch. If I turn this down and up, see what it does? Up and down. Up and down. Okay. Now, let's do another target. So I'm going to turn this one off. We'll add another target. And we'll call this blink. I don't think this is going to work, but we'll try it. All right. So now you see how it's in edit mode. So we're working on this one right now. So for this one, I am going to turn off soft select by hitting B. And what we're going to do is grab this vertice and pull it over and down. Make sure it's in front of the eye. I grab this one over and down. Okay, and we'll grab this one over and down, like so. And we'll grab this one and go up and over. I want it to match that one. And then see how I can't select this one, so I'm just going to push up the up arrow, and that'll move it up, and then move this one up and over. And I can't see this one either, so I'll hit the up arrow again. so. And then let's just to help this a little bit, let's just move this guy down and over a little. And we'll take this one and move this one down and over a little. And this one down and over a little. And we'll move this one up a little bit. And up and over a little bit. And up and over a little bit. Okay. That's weird because it didn't do it correctly over here. So somehow the face is asymmetrical. Well, that's disappointing. Let's turn symmetry off because I'm not sure what happened there. And let's just try to fix it here now. So I turned the symmetry off and I'm just going to try and match it up here. But that's really weird because the model's symmetrical, yet it's acting like it is not. So I'm just going to manually do it instead of using the symmetry. Okay, so again, off, on. Let me just move this down, over, so it's not so weird. Okay. Good. Okay, so now he can blink. Let's do, so I'm going to turn this off so that we're not in edit mode. So now you cannot move the vertices. It's not part of the blend shape. So only when it's in edit mode does it record it as a setting. Okay, so now we can blink, and I could blink and do eyebrows up, which is kind of weird. But we could do this and then do eyebrows up. Now let's do one more, we'll just do smile. So we'll click on this and we'll just call it smile. And I'm just going to take the corner of the mouth here. We'll take this spot and let's see if we can do symmetry. Let's see if this works. And B, click and drag for soft select. And I'm going to take the corner of the mouth, and let's do a little bit more soft select than that, because I didn't seem to do enough. And we're going to kind of push it up. Let's go a little bit wider too. Okay, and let's turn B for soft select back off. And let's see. So it's a really creepy looking smile. He kind of looks like Mark Zuckerberg to me. Anybody else getting that vibe? Right? With the smile, it makes him look like Mark Zuckerberg. So, completely robotic. Definitely failed. Doesn't look human at all. Just kind of move these points. Right? So, we'll say that that's a smile. So, smile. Okay. And then we'll just hit edit off. Alright, so what you see is that basically you can do eyebrows up and the smile down, or we can put this down and then put the eyebrows down. We can also blink. Okay. And so what you do is you use a whole bunch of those in combination in order to make all the different expressions that you would want. Now, normally we would get much more particular about it. So instead of doing eyebrows up, I would do inner eyebrow up and inner eyebrow down and outer eyebrow up and outer eyebrow down. So that way, if I wanted, I could push the inner ones up and then the outer ones down and get like a super sad eyebrow and do vice versa for super angry, right? So you could kind of, or I could do this side down and this one up, and I would do actually left and right and all the different parts. So typically, for me, the number of blend shapes I do would be somewhere around 60. Would be roughly, that would give me enough control to do most facial expressions that you would typically see. Obviously 60 is probably a lot to you. In a production, obviously it could be more or less. I showed, I put in the thing though, like Gollum from, not the first Lord of the Rings, because they didn't really have them entirely nailed down yet, but in the second one, the Two Towers, he had over 2,000 blend shapes, for his face. So if that gives you an idea of like, you know, it's a lot of stuff. So, anyway. So just make sure you turn edit off, and now we have all these blend shapes that we can turn on and stuff for when we want to do. It's like, hey, what's up, right? But then he's like, my name is Zuckerberg and I'm creepy. See, works great. So there you go. So we'll just do 6. Oops, sorry, I thought that was 6. Oh, it was 6. It just went wireframe first. Okay, so my eyebrow up looks terrible. I messed that up. Okay, but you get the idea. Why will you not go to object mode, please? There you go. And let's turn wireframe on shaded, and you can see we can do these things. Okay. So just do a couple of blend shapes for me. I don't really care what you do, but just do a couple. You can just do the 3 that I did. but whatever blend shapes that you would want. Now, when you go to do your own character, you're going to want to do, you know, whatever facial expressions you think you're going to need for your film. And that's what you'd want to do. But I don't want, the other ones took a little bit longer, so I don't want to spend a bunch of time doing all the blend shapes that you would normally want to do. I can probably show you. Oh, come on. Come on. Here. Nope. Okay. You stopped. There it goes. So, so typically I would suggest doing these blend shapes for a character. You'd want to do eyes blink, which I just did. Mouth smile wide. Mouth narrow. So basically wide and narrow. All right. So E and oo. Lips open to show teeth. Frown. Inner brow up. Inner brow down. Outer brow up. Outer brow down. And mouth squeeze. I would also add to that squint, which is basically the lower eyelids moving up. It's what makes someone look like they're smiling genuinely. But you don't have to do that. But so this is what I would do in a typical character. Well, I would do more than this, but this would be the real bare bones of what I would normally make, and what I would suggest for you to make. But just do a couple. That'd be good enough for me. And then when you're done, save what you got here, right? So just save it, and then you know, zip it up and submit your character model, and we should be good to go. All right. So good luck. If you run into any issues, just let me know. But now we have a character that we can start animating, and that's what we're going to do next week, and it's going to be super fun. That's always like my favorite part. It's like, you know, you work really hard to make this like toy, and now we're going to finally get to start playing with it. So that'll be next week. So good luck, guys.